Hi guys! I know it's been a while since my last video, but with the mandated quarantine and everything, I've just had a lot of free time to, to just do things to, I guess, occupy my time and not be bored. So that's why you see this makeup tutorial coming right at you. I hope everyone's staying safe, and it's crazy times that we live in, but I just, try to stay positive, and, I know that doesn't affect me as much as, moms or healthcare workers, but, I'm just, I just sympathize, and, it's just crazy time, so we just have to make the best out of the situation. Today's makeup look, I used the Mercury Retrograde palette by Huda Beauty. I love this palette so much. It just speaks to me, that I love colorful eyeshadows. I wouldn't have gotten this palette if I didn't get the new nude last year. Huda has bomb pigmentation for the eyeshadows. I don't have to work that hard at all to achieve the, like a beautiful eye look. I like to keep one in my kit for bridals. I like to use these for a lot of bridal gigs, and I just like this palette for myself. So yeah, if you want to see how I created this look, then please keep on watching, guys, and stay safe, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. First things first, I'm going to prime my lids using Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC. I like to use it on a big synthetic brush, so it just covers a lot more surface area. Now that we have primed the lids, I'm gonna go into this Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. I'm gonna use these 4 shades. I'm gonna start off with this one. And put that as my transition color. I love the Huda Beauty palettes. They blend so effortlessly. I like to use the new nude palette too. Okay, you see how effortlessly it blends? Then I like to use the same brush when I have all that product already deposited, and just blend up so we can get a really nice smooth transition effect. I know some people like to just put a transition color, but I just like to use the remainder of the eyeshadow and just blend it upwards. I like to do this because it also makes your eyes look bigger, and I have small eyes, so that's what I aim for. I'm really curious to see how this shade applies with a flat 239 brush. Oh, you see, it's kind of like a chunk. Oh no, when you put the brush in it, it kind of leaves an indent, so I thought it was a gel, but it's not. So let's put the color right on towards the outer corner. That looks very nice. I was scared to, use too much, but I'm building it up now. That's pretty. And then let's use this purple color, and on the other side of the flat shader brush, I'm gonna put that purple color. So this purple color is more of like a chunk because it's not really going on my brush. You see how it's like chunky and gathering? So maybe you're supposed to use it with your finger, but I'm gonna try it with the brush. Ooh, okay. This is such an intense pigmentation for a brush. I don't know if you guys can see. That's crazy. I love it. And now for, I guess, the inner corner, I kind of want to use this color. This color is called Ultraviolet. I'm going to use it on the same side as like the purple color that I just dipped into. And put it in the inner corner. And blend it into the middle shade. That's really pretty. But it's also like a lot of shimmer, I just realized. So for the outer corner, I'm gonna maybe go into this matte purple color. It's like a purple brown. It's called Vortex. I'm gonna use a Jaclyn Hill brush, JH40. It's just a tiny tapered brush. Pack on this Vortex color. Just concentrate it into the outer V. And then kind of swoop it out. Sometimes when you swoop it out, it makes your eyes look bigger because it's not like you're kind of diffusing the shadow to make the eyes look more open. So you can see that this blue that I used, it kind of faded away. I'm going to dip back into that blue and kind of go over the Vortex shade because I like the blue. Then I'm going to go back in with this blending brush into the first shade we dipped into, called Haze, and kind of buff out that edge. You see, now we have like a nice transition gradient. I'm gonna put on some liner and lashes and I will be right back. I actually filmed a lot of steps off camera just because I feel like it's boring. I use this Wet n Wild foundation. I am 36 8C Golden Beige. I really like it, but yeah, it was a little tan, so I lightened it up with my Jeffree Star concealers. I use this peach shade and then C8, and then I just put that under my eye. I filled in my brows, put on some lashes. These are the Flutter lashes in the style Intoxicating. Really nice. And I didn't put any powders yet. I'm gonna use my Jeffree Star powder in the color Fair on my beauty blender and just put it under my eye because I feel like my under eyes tend to crease. I'm just gonna dab it until the product kind of pushes into the skin and the makeup. Then I also put the excess around my nose because that's where I also tend to crease. For bronzer, I'm using my Bobbi Brown bronzer. I went through one of these already, and I always know when I like a product when I go through it once because I rarely finish any of my makeup because I just always like to buy stuff. I'm just using a big size face. Oh my goodness, why can't I talk? I'm just using a brush like this, okay? I'm gonna just pat it on my cheekbone. Kind of sweep it on my forehead. Whenever you put, the foundation and the concealer, you just look like one color. It looks a little flat, so I like to bring bring some life into the face with bronzer. I like to put on my jaw. I'm not very precise with my face makeup. I just use, my face makeup is always like, so yeah. And then I'm going to use my favorite blush, MAC Peaches. Put on the apples of my cheeks. Then I'm gonna go in with my Becca Champagne Pop for my highlights. I also go a little bit heavier with the blush because I know when I put the highlight, it's going to tone it down a little. I used to never really like to contour my nose, but ever since I got this blending nose contour palette, it came with another fluffy brush, but I've been really liking these because it's very precise, and it kind of like, sometimes you can go a little too far with the nose contour, but I just like how this deposits the color where I want it to. I'm gonna go back in with my Bobbi Brown color. When I say that, as I say that, my nose contour just looks crazy right now. Okay, so very gently. Sorry, I didn't know my phone was on. Like to run it down the sides of my nose. You see how easy that is? Kind of does this brush kind of does the blending for you. under to give the illusion of a button nose. Blend it out. And then kind of connect like a little bridge there. Going back with my champagne pop, I like to just highlight the nose with like my finger. I just like to put a very skinny line and a little dot. That was a big dot, but then for the lips, I'm going to go in with Yash by MAC. It's my go-to nude. And I feel like liming them a little today. Usually, like I just slap on a lip if I even put on a lipstick, to be honest. This is Half Red by MAC. I'm just going it over very lightly on the edges for more definition. I love how everything comes together at the end. I feel like I need a little brightness in my inner corner. I'm gonna use maybe this light pink shade. It's called Cosmic, with a tiny blending brush. Actually, I'm going to use a 217 by MAC. I used to use a really tiny brush to do the inner corner, but I feel that with the bigger one you can kind of diffuse it more so it's not so harsh. And then set my face with my MAC Fix Plus. What is this right here? Okay. So this is the finished look. Stay safe, guys. Bye.